Hello, beauty lovers. It's great being with you again today. And again, we are continuing to talk about gadgets, beauty on the go. I wanted to talk to you today about high frequency. Um, the reason I want to talk about high frequency is because I have noticed that lately, at least amongst my young crowd, young clients, um, I see a lot of confusion with high frequency, and that confusion I wanted to clear today. So, high frequency was actually created in 1800s by a very famous scientist, Nikola Tesla, and it has a numerous amounts of uses and benefits in all industries, most industries, and it actually came to aesthetics or beauty industry in 1900s. It is still very popular in Europe, and now in United States as well. And when it came to the beauty industry, it was actually used mostly by professionals, medical professionals or aesthetics professionals. And then lately, for a few years now, it actually migrated to our homes. So it became a home use device. And, it may be really great for some of us, but a lot of us don't know how to use it. So let's talk a little bit about the device, whether it comes to your home or it's a professional device. Um, High frequency carries two types of gases when it comes to skincare services or beauty services. Um, the two types of gases are neon and argon, and how they're produced in in the device is through electrodes like this. Okay, usually when you purchase a device, it will come with 3, 4, 5 different electrodes, and these are the most popular. You got to be careful with them because they're glass. Okay, so these are the most popular, and when you turn it on, you will see that it produces gas, and the gas has two lights. The argon gas has a violet light, and the neon gas has an orangey reddish color to it. Okay, so there is a difference between the two gases and the benefits of them. Argon gas is known to produce um, an ozone and an environment that is very antibacterial, and we know that ozone kills bacteria. So it's a cold gas or cool gas that doesn't produce any heat to it, and it's excellent for acneic skin, oily skin, or any skin that is inflamed because of breakouts, pimples, acne, whatever terms we want to use. So that's your neon gas. That's your argon gas, I'm sorry, to use for that type of skin. Neon gas is the red/orange color gas. It's excellent for, it's a warming gas, so it's very good for anti-aging because it helps to stimulate your anti-aging responses like collagen, elastin, and it's warming to the skin. It helps to absorb products. So that gas is used for anti-aging, mostly anti-aging purposes. Um, so it is very important. So one of the important things is when you purchase your device, make sure that you know that your device comes with either the gas that you need for your skin type or problem, or it has both. It has electrodes that some produce neon, some produce argon. Okay. Unfortunately, what happens is that a lot of these, especially home use devices, they don't tell you what gas is in the electrode. So that's important for you to contact the retailer and ask them what gas is in the electrodes, okay? Because otherwise, and that's what I'm dealing with all the time, is that my acne clients are using the product and it's not effective, and it's because all they're using is the neon gas, which is the red gas, which is the anti-aging gas. So that part is extremely important, so pay attention to that. Another important part is that your handpiece has to have a control, intensity control to it, okay? Because sometimes, depending on how sensitive your skin is, or depending on what type of lesions you have on your skin, what type of acne, you know, in some areas you want to turn it up or down. So that is a good option if your high frequency has an intensity control, okay? It has, high frequency has a couple of different uses to it. One of them is called an indirect use, and indirect use is when usually happens in the professional rooms, and that is when your esthetician will ask you to hold an electrode, okay? And when you hold an electrode and the device is on, that energy from the gas is going through your whole body, okay? And you get the benefit of the reaction through your whole body. So it's nice, it's stimulating, it stimulates your blood circulation. So there are some contraindications to it, so definitely pay attention when you know your esthetician is working with you and ask you to just hold it. Make sure that you don't have any health conditions that can prevent you from running an electricity through your body. Okay, it's a very low level electricity, but if you do have conditions, especially permanent conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure that's not controlled, you know, pregnancy, thyroid issues and things like that, it may not be a good idea. And then, so that's an indirect method when you hold the electrode and the esthetician performs a massage on your face. So it really brings an oxygen to your skin. It's a really good type of massage that is performed for beautification purposes. And then there's a direct method. Direct method is when you actually use the electrode yourself, or your esthetician performs it on you, directly on your skin. So the electrode is actually going directly on your skin, again for purposes of antibacterial, antiseptic, or anti-aging. And then we have a sparkle method, and a sparkle method is when you usually use a smaller electrode and you turn up the intensity a little bit, and for just, you know, no more than 10 seconds, you actually do a local spark on the acne lesion. Just remember that the acneic lesion, or a breakout, or a pimple, whatever you want to call it, has to be closed. It cannot be an open lesion. It cannot be a breakout that you just squeezed and you broke it and it was bleeding, and now you decide to kill bacteria with high frequency. You're only going to harm your skin, because both gases are stimulating, and it will stimulate blood circulation. So you may rupture it more, it may bleed more, so not a good idea to use it on the broken skin. Okay, so always avoid broken skin. And then there's also a hair method. If you've noticed, when I was demonstrating the electrodes, it actually has a little brush looking electrode. So this is a great tool to use for thinning of the hair loss. You can actually, and I'll show you, I'll talk about how to use it when we do a part 2 video on how to use this electrode. So this is basically an overview of, you know, of the high frequency device and the benefits of it. One other thing is that clients always ask, you know, how do I use it? What do I use it with? Is there a product that goes with it? Yes and no. most of the time there are no products. High frequency is done on the dry skin. You can use it directly on or with a gauze to it. So what I usually do, and this is the reason why I like to use it with the gauze on the dry skin rather than without. High frequency needs air. Okay, so it needs air around that area, and a layer of air so it can produce more gas or more ozone. So what I do is I wrap the gauze with a rubber band around the electrode, and then I put it in. Okay, gently push it in, okay, until you feel that it can't go no more, and then you turn it on. Okay, and then you work around the skin. All right, so what it does is that layer of gauze, let me turn it off, that layer of gauze is that layer of oxygen for you, layer of air. Okay, and you want to move it around the skin very gently with no pressure. Another purpose of the gauze is slip, okay, because when you run the glass on your skin, you get no slip, and it's hard to glide it around your skin. So gauze allows you to do that. And again, the second purpose, or the first purpose, is that it creates a layer of air for you, so you can build more ozone around the area of inflammation. So this is how to briefly how to use it. Products. Here's the thing: there are products out there that are designed to use specifically with high frequency. Those products you can use. Okay, they're actually both. I see the kind of products that are used for acneic skin with high frequency, where you apply the product on first, and then you glide the electrode over the skin. And there are some products that are designed for anti-aging purposes. So again, you apply the product on and use the electrode over it. Just remember that it's not just any product. It's not water-based or oil-based or whatever. That product has to be specifically designed to be used with high frequency, and that's important to know if you want to use a product. Okay, find a product that was designed to use with high frequency. Other than that, it doesn't need a product. It needs your skin, and it needs a contact with the skin. Okay, that's what high frequency is used for, again, for anti-aging purposes or for antibacterial purposes. So I'll see you in video 2 for how to use a device. Thank you. See you soon.